Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Hardwood Insights podcast, episode 6. I'm your host, Tristan Wilson. So, last night, the Boston Celtics won game 2 of the finals, 105 to 98, which gave them a 2-0 series lead going going into Dallas. Compared to game 1, it was a much closer and competitive game, considering like game 1 was like 30, not like 30 point, but like at one point it was a 30-point game. Ended up being a blowout where the starters didn't play much in the second half for both teams. Um, so yeah, this game 2 was much closer. It came down to the last couple of minutes of the game. Pretty much the game was sealed when Derek White had that block in the final minute on PJ Washington to seal the game. That was an incredible defensive play uh, by Derek White. That because that if PJ had hit that layup, or to be honest, he was going up for the dunk, but if he had scored there, that would have uh made it a 3-point game with under a minute to go. But alas, he got blocked, and Celtics went down and scored to make it a two possession game. Um, to recap some of the box score and whatnot, Luca led all scorers with a 32-point triple double. However, he did have 8 costly turnovers. Um, Surprisingly, the leading scorer for the Celtics was Jrue Holiday, having 26 points on 11 for 14 shooting, so very efficient from the field. Which Jrue Holiday, we have said before, and everybody else has said that he came into this team as the guy who will do whatever it takes to win. Pretty much, if he needs to score on any given night, he'll score. If he obviously if he's gonna have to defend the best player, he's gonna do that, which is primarily what he's going to do on any given night. Um, but he's just that kind of player for the Celtics. So he picked up the scoring on a night where Jason Tatum was not efficient at all. Um, he Tatum ended up shooting 27% from the field, and Jaylen Brown also struggled. They both struggled in the first half, combining for 5 for 14 shooting and five turnovers at halftime for the two, Jason Tatum and Brown. Brown did pick it. Jaylen Brown did pick it up in the second half, scoring a good 21 points, and Tatum ended up with 18 points. But as I said, still a little inefficient from the field. But surprisingly, what for this Celtics team to have their star player play poorly shooting wise, for them to still pull out the win is incredible. Now, offensively, Tatum, because he wasn't scoring, he still affected the game by playmaking. He ended up with 12 assists a game, which is the game high. So that's a good thing to see, because if he's not scoring, you gotta provide something else on offense, and that's what he was doing. He's giving the ball to Porzingis, to Derek White, Jrue Holiday, whoever, dishing the ball out, and he was playing pretty good on that side of the ball, minus his shooting struggles. Um, I mean, it was a close game. However, there was at times where the Celtics did go on a big run, but the Mavericks still fought tooth and nail to climb back, but never really got in that second half. Never really got too close. I want to say the closest they got was like 3 points. I want to say. Um, but hold on one second. One thing I do want to talk about this episode is um the lack of help that Luka is getting from his teammates off shooting wise offensively. Um they've been struggling, and the Celtics are just letting them shoot. I remember like a couple possessions, Derek Jones Jr. was given the ball on the perimeter, and he took a shot, and no one closed out on him. No one from the Celtics closed out. No one seemed to care, and he missed it obviously because he went 0 for 3 from behind the line. Same with PJ Washington, um, Maxi Kleber, Josh Green, who's notoriously not a great shooter. Josh Green, but the the offensive struggles from everybody around Luka is obviously going to be a key talking point for everybody talking about this series. Um, I just want to see what Jason Kidd is going to do going into game 3 to try to get Kyrie going, to maybe get PJ Washington going. Um, does he bring in Tim Hardaway to see if he can bring in some offensive punch? Because if Tim Hardaway gets going, he can drop an easy 20 points. But also if he's not going, he's a complete non-factor on the court. So they're in a tricky situation going back to Dallas. One thing I do want to say that I did like was Daniel Gafford. I thought he played a very good game. I mean, he shot 6 for 9 from the field for 13 points, had 9 rebounds. I feel like he played a great game. They gave him the ball in the post, to give him like a one dribble, like hook shot or whatever, post up. They acknowledged when he had a smaller defender on him and whatnot. So I think he helped out offensively a lot. PJ Washington had some stretches where he was pretty good. Just I'm not seeing a whole lot outside of Luka. Kyrie is struggling to find his shot. He had 16 points, but that's on 7 for 18 shooting. So for 38%, and there was like some looks where he was getting to the rim and just missing it. I'm like, it's very uncharacteristic for one of the best finishers in NBA history. So to see him miss shots that we've seen him hit before, like some step back mid ranges, I've seen him hit, like he pulled up. Just I'm not sure what. I mean, I know obviously he's getting hounded on defense. He's got either Jrue Holiday, Derek White, Jaylen Brown had that good possession in the first half on him, where he forced the turnover out of bounds. So obviously you can't say that he's just missing like easy looks because he's got elite defenders on him. But most of the time, I mean, it's Kyrie Irving. Like he's a crafty finisher. But hopefully, when they go back home, it changes things, and they start hitting shots because, as my good friend D Mills from the Numbers on the Board podcast says, role players play better at home, which is very true. So we'll see. Hopefully, we get a good Kyrie game in Game 3. He's about due for it because we don't want to see the Mavs go down 0-3 because then it's pretty much wraps. Now, I don't think it'll be a sweep, but it's looking like the Celtics are going to take this series. I saw a stat earlier. I'm going to see if I can pull it up while I'm talking. That there's only been a couple teams have, I think it's like 86% of the teams that have went up went up 2-0 in either in a series or in the finals have won 86% of the times. So I'm going to search that up right now. It's saying a total of 458 playoff series has come to a point of status of 2-0. This is landofbasketball.com. I don't know what's the last time this has been updated, but saying that 92% of teams have won their series after having a 2-0 series lead, and only 7% have recovered from a 2-0 deficit. So hopefully that's not signs that Celtics are going to win this series, but the odds are in their favor. So this is going to be a shorter episode today. Before I let you guys go, I want to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed and watched the previous video, the Game 1 reactions video. A lot of positive things coming from that video, and I want to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed, commented, shared, watched, whatever. I'm trying to build a really positive community over here, and I want to say thank you to everybody who has supported me. It really means a whole lot. Trying to grow this platform, trying to provide some another viewpoint on some basketball content. I'm trying to improve on all this. I'm entirely new to video making, content creation. I mean, my setup is my phone as a camera, and I got iMovie and QuickTime Player as my recording and editing stuff, and I just got this microphone is the only thing that I've actually like gone out and bought for this. So everything's really new to me, and as I've done more and more videos, I've gotten more and more comfortable talking in front of a camera, and learning how to edit is still a little bit new, so please bear with me. But we're gonna grow together. We're gonna get there, and I just want everybody to have a good time watching this video, this channel, these videos that I put out, and just build a overall great space to talk about basketball. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I want to say thank you again. And remind you guys to like and subscribe to be notified for future uploads. And I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.